We go. I do believe we're live, so I'll say indeed and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Always a dear pleasure to have ye here on another day, worthy of our conscious evolving, worthy of us considering our own beat, worthy of us dancing to it. I had this whole moment a while ago, almost 47 days ago now, where it became very clear to me that every single one of us have music on our hearts. I see hearts already in here. I love you. Right? We have music on our hearts. And then we come into this world, and then other people had music on their hearts before us, potentially. And maybe they make that music that was on their hearts, and then you find yourself listening to it and liking it because it's close to the music that your heart is here to make. And then I imagine what the far future is going to look like. And I imagine it as every single one of us are going to have to make our own music. And not only are we going to have to make our own music, but we are going to have to be the ones that dance to it. And that is the message of today. Audio is making some crackly music. Thank you for letting me know. Let's see if I can fix it. Did that make it better? I also had two microphones on at the same time. That could have also been messing with. Let me know that the audio quality is not crackle, bo crackle, bo crackly cracklies, and then I can think about starting it up again. I'm gonna start better. Yeah, nice. Nice. So, what are we supposed to extract into our minds? We have music on our hearts, and we're supposed to make it. All of us are gonna make it, dear friends. Let me get this on. Butter. Sam likes Kerrygold. Isn't Kerrygold like fancy people butter, Sam? Like the extra expensive just for the sake of it? Oh, but it's Kerrygold. Like the BMW of butter. I'm just casting shade because I haven't had any Kerrygold butter myself. Yeah, it's nice having you here, though. You might be like, what's gonna happen? Good question. I'm gonna go walk over here, and then I'm gonna turn this thing on. Then it's gonna make chicka chicka. Kerrygold is Irish butter. I know what Kerrygold is. I know. That's why I like say. I know. I've like seen it on the shelf, and then there's like all of the other butter, and then there's Kerrygold for like butter too. It's like you can get twice the amount of butter, or you can get one Kerrygold. I'm like, I don't know why we're talking about butter right now. If you're new here, welcome. Like the stream, subscribe. We're going to dance now. It's gonna be probably a little bit different than what you're used to. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Moon Knight. It's nice having you here too. I have a few new liked tracks. I like them when I like them, but we'll see if I still like them now. These are like intense. They're gonna be intense. I'm sorry if you're new here. We talk about butter. No, we don't. Not about we don't. In fact, we have a strict no food talk policy. Actually, shouldn't be fucking food in this. I'm gonna play music now, okay? Do I wanna be a little bit more distracted before I start? Maybe. Doesn't sound bad to me. I am gonna be dancing, and that is how do you say, a strenuous task. Hollow Knight. It's very strenuous. Moon Knight and Hollow Knight here at the same time. Jeeps. What are the odds? It's nice having you here, friend. Bless you. Bless you. What is this? Wow. I got a little baggie. And inside that baggie is things. Oh, what's that? It looks like a little UFO or something. Slinging around my arm. Wow. What's this? It looks like a little knife, but it's not a weapon. At least not to me, it isn't. I'm gonna put it away. Okay, no, now. I'm doing alright, man. Get out. I'm having playtime right now. And he's just happy to listen to Melt while he works out and baby sphinx. He's doing a baby sphinx, like the yoga pose. That's cute. Little little Seth. I don't know if your ears are ready for what comes next. Part of me is kind of self-conscious to imagine a baby listening to psytrance. I wish I knew what psytrance was as a baby. I say, not knowing if babies want. Do babies want? Surely they do, all right? Surely babies want as well. All right, that is done. We're getting close to it now. You probably don't live in Hollow Nest. No, I live in South Africa though. How shit with you, Moon? Love is true. Everything's going perfectly fine. I'm happy to hear that for you. Yeah, things going perfectly fine is nice. Getting to not have to skizz outs, right? It's gonna make a click sound. This one has like lavender taste to it. I think this might be a better perspective of the dance stream, technically. Gives me more room to dance in. Click one, done. Hollow Knight, but Hollow Knight is better. I really like this design. Moon Knight is very cute. Hollow Knight too. I'll agree. I think I downloaded the game, but I don't think I ever played it. It's probably sacrilege to anybody who loves the Hollow Knight franchise. That's strange. That one had ginger snap kind of flavors to it. All right, there technically is still more left. One more click. But without further ado, we're gonna start dancing. Hollow Knight literally has no powers. But he wields weapons, right? Yeah. Let's get some, okay? I'm gonna put this down here. It's gonna be close to the speaker. Are you gonna start making music? Oh, it's not. It is playing music, but it's not connected. Oh, that would be good. It's helpful when it actually communicates. Yeah, that's what I thought. Moon. The two knights duking it out. I'm gonna be Music Knight.
Falando que eu fiquei marrento com a porra da fama. Eu vim de baixo e eu não me iludo com grana e ouro. Os que falam de mim tá com a bunda deitada na cama. Você passou vários anos guardando pra sair da lama. Vários falando que eu fiquei marrento com a porra da fama. Eu vim de baixo e eu não me iludo com grana e ouro. Os que falam de mim tá com a bunda deitada na cama. Você passou vários anos guardando pra sair da lama. Pra sair da lama. Pra sair da lama.
Yep. We're getting into it now. Hey, Amelia. Let's see you again. This definitely is, so let's go.
Para extrair minha confiança e caiu, deixar o seu rastro de cobra. Aquele ditado é certo, simulação, anda acumulando ficção. É a tropa do Flamengo. De olho igual farol. De olho igual farol. É a tropa do Flamengo. De olho igual farol. De olho igual farol. É a tropa do Flamengo.
Is that it? Is that what you got? I didn't even break 140. that it? Oh, I think so. Goodness. Correct, 140. We're dropping quickly though. I'm down to 111 from like 150. So I think I'm recovered enough to start talking again. Woo! My body is alive. All right. Hey, Michaela, Evelyn Blatz. It's winter right now. Winter for who? I think the only reason I could go for as long as I did is because it's winter as well, though. The biggest cap on how hard you can push yourself is not how strong you are, but how quickly you can get rid of the heat that your body builds with exertion. Do you know that? It's actually a new technique where you hold on to a cold bar. It's like a water bottle essentially filled with ice water. Hold on to that. It's very explicit, sorry. Hold on to that, right? And then it literally cools down your core temperature, allows you to come back to your exercise quicker, speeds up recovery. Winter in South Africa, don't mislead her. It barely counts. It's winter, damn it. So they say. It's like room temperature. It's like 70s right now here, probably. It's kind of nice. But again, here in South Africa, our summers is like hundreds. Like we get hundreds plus summers. PMT, blue towel guy, blue and cream shirt, plus sparkles. I might not need the towel today, as you say, because my body has so much internal heat that it now is trying to dissipate. Like when I get like this, I literally like put off radiant heat. You'll feel it if you're next to me. Yeah. We got double mics on us. Hopefully it doesn't crackles. I'm trusting. Somebody read Hitchhiker's Guide. And now the most important rule after don't panic is don't forget your towel. Yeah, but my towel doesn't have ketchup dispensers. Only people that have read the book probably get that joke. Yeah, their towels have ketchup dispensers. I wish I was joking, that's real. That's not canon. Or is canon? Is canon the real thing? No, canon is what you think it might be. It is for reals. Do I need anything else here? Maybe I can bring this. Yeah. I'll bring that. And this I'll put like so. I think I got everything. Thanks for reminding me. I have something else ridiculous to read to my kid. I think he'll love that book. Like as soon as he can understand stuff, that's definitely a good one. I mean, there are some kind of grim parts, but reality can be pretty grim as well. Where are you from? Bars on the door. I'm from Africa. We need bars on the door, otherwise people come inside your house. We got bars on the windows too. All of us live in prisons, bro. Africa, huzzah! Have you some Africas? Oh, that red light is really nice right now. My eyes are really appreciating it. You see that? That's some tasty light. Whew. I'm still catching up. Yeah, I'm barely under 100. Thanks for reminding me this again. I'm like imagining my mom having read me Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy when I was a kid. I only read that when I was 21. It was one of the things that I also felt called to because of how much online hype was around it. All right. I got the things I need. It's gonna get cold quickly, I can feel it. It's a perfect storm brewing. Huh. Maybe we'll move. I'll give us 20 minutes here, then we'll move, okay? We're gonna go and get another perspective. Ooh. 20 minutes is a lot. Let's do 10 minutes. 10 minutes and we'll move. There you go. Now we're more eye level. Hey. How you doing? We were introduced to it as children. I have begun the journey several times, but I get the feeling it's not the right time in my life to read it all yet. I love those pants, by the way. They are nice. Look at this little spiral with the little dangly bit. Just for some flair. Just for some nice to haves. Right, and you don't have to do all of this. All right, look at this, a pocket. Big old pockets as well, double pockets even. This thing is also a pocket. I got 6 pockets on this one pair of pants. Is that excessive? The universe gives me so much abundance that I need all of these pockets to put it all in. Thank you. Dear Sam, thank you. I'm happy that you like them. I like them too. They were a gift from Jovan. How about that? But there's a pocket for marijuana and marijuana accessories. Yeah. And then I'm that guy that carries a pocket with me that has 3 pockets in it as well. So, and then I have pocket in my shirt. So at all times I'm like decked out with at least 10 pockets. Yeah, this is what male privilege looks like. I shouldn't make jokes like that. It's not funny. But it is kind of funny. Yeah, bring pockets to dresses. Huzzah. I have said many a times, and I'll say it again, I still do think I'd be able to rock dresses. Every single time my sister shows me one of her dresses, I'm like, bet I'll look good in it too. Love is true. Maybe open it like this. There we go. And just like that. For a lot of moments. I still I'm like spinning a little bit. For those of you who have not seen it yet, there is an update on Hendrick in general chat on Discord. There has been a part of me that's been almost like aware of like this coming wave, but I haven't been brave enough to just face it just yet. Good morning, Prairie Wolf. It's nice to hear. It's nice to have you here as well. Feels like the universe is messing with me. I don't know if you can hear it too. And this is just me still being in denial, TPH. But I still want to do something about it, if I can. I don't think there's anything for me to do. Water has to flow for it not to do that. Oh, jeez. I don't want to feel bad, yo. And now I want to solve problems in my environment. Like, why is it making that sound? And now I'm gonna find reason to run away. I did mention that we're going to change our scenery, so we might as well do that right now. Then we can settle in. I'm not in Discord. I hope he's well. I outside to a friend. Doggo's being silly. Oh, this thing is locked. What an unparalleled joy life is. Everyone. I'm reading Sam's words to all of us so that we can have some sort of synchronicity of minds about what state we're going into. About 2 months ago, I came back to the group chat after I hiatus. Life of my kid had abandoned everything, and I'd stepped away to find footing again. When I returned, I felt this quiet nudge that it was time. And there, to my surprise, was this dude, already a part of the furniture. Hendrick, talking shit and laughing with the regulars like he'd always been there. I blinked and thought, who's this? He just slipped in. No fanfare, no big entrance. And suddenly he was everywhere, soaking up every conversation, chiming in between what I understand were absurdly long work hours. Over the next few weeks, we talked about becoming about stepping into our muchness, about expansion, about love. And that's the thing, the precious thing, that we were there. Hendrick chose to show up, and we chose to love him. Not in grand declaration, but in the simple daily act of being present. And those choices, each one is a turning in the universe. Hendrick has passed away. But we're not minus a friend, because in losing Hendrick, we haven't emptied, we've expanded. Lutz is here, the web shifts, the constellation rearranges, and we are different than we were. Love is true, always. Thank you for taking a moment of silence with me, friends. Love is true. How lucky are we to have met someone so beautiful that we got to be a part of his experience as well. The last time he was in this space with us, the amount of love every single one of you friends poured into this friend. If he had passed, it was with so much love in his heart. Thank you, friends. I'm lighting a candle for a no friend. May he feel its warmth and light. I'll do that with you. Come with me. That is a problem. Ouch. I'm like so unaware that I'm just like going into shit. He's smiling full, bright, as Sam beautifully said to me last night. Do I have a candle in here still? What's the update with Hendrick? Our friend has passed, Adam. We're celebrating him. We danced, knowing that he would have wanted us to as well. I don't know if Hendrick liked the ocean, but we lit him a candle. That was me. I made that song. I came for Dancing Wednesday, Sam. We showed up for Dancing Wednesday nonetheless, Adam. I'm happy that we got to dance. Dancing to the beat of our heart, the music in our souls. Getting to remember that music is also a part, about and part the silences in between. Love is true. I have to remind myself, especially in moments like this, remind myself that there is no separation. No matter what you do, you cannot get away from what you are. And what you are, I am too. And there is no separation. There is only reincorporation, revolution. There's a brand new Vsauce video. I don't know if you friends love Vsauce. I found Vsauce as a 13, 14-year-old. And I remember watching his videos gave me this sense of grandiose importance in my own understanding of the universe around me. Or my own admittance that we don't. Hey, mindset, it's nice having you. And he posted a new video today again for the first time in a long time. And it was about ghosts. It was about all of the different ghosts that we leave as human beings. And there are many. The spirit of Hendrick is here with us as well. Ghost can sound scary sometimes. I was wondering where your ass was. Love is true. Where did Hendrick pass? This is such a shock. I was waiting for him all this time. I was waiting for Friday before I make any assumptions. I'm bargaining. I'm like fighting myself in my mind. It just happened yesterday, Adam. We all thought he'd pull through, but he's been inundated with higher mind shit for the last month and took the first opportunity he got to ascend. It's true, he's been doing a lot of meditation. It's almost like, and he was doing meditation before he found our space. He was doing a lot of meditation and then working the rest of the time. And then he found us by accident. Like he doesn't even, I remember him telling us that he doesn't really use social media all that much. And then he stumbled onto our stream, looking for something live. There's some people that believe that we meditate because we're practicing for death. And in that way, he was practicing. And in that way, I don't think it was traumatic. But that is my own assumption. I feel like that's usually what we worry about. We don't want the people we love to suffer. Jeez. I remember his patience, his courage. He was my first friend on this stream. I remember you two joining around the same time as well, Adam Adamson. Actually connecting with each other. He also went out of his way to actually say hi to people. Love to you, Mr. Adam Adamson. Joe says, we're experiencing shock for sure. Sending big love to best friend forever, Lutz. Can't imagine how hard it must be on him. Like, it's devastating to me to lose Hendrick. And we only had known him for 2 months. Building a life with someone for 13 years. Jeez. Melt, I sent you a PM on Discord as well, with some other thoughts that might bring you some peace. Thank you, Sam. You know, I'm having this whole experience. I went to Popcho's place, right, with Christian. It's like a hiatus from the farm. And Hendrik found us just before we went on an adventure. And he was there for a lot of our adventure there. And I remember having this conversation with Popcho where he was communicating his concern over my life path with me. Lovingly, of course, very much so from this perspective of human souls, where he mentioned to me that in this line of work, I open myself to a lot of other people's pain. And he recommended that I don't do that. But I don't think that's how it works. I don't think we get to choose. It has to be true, right? Love has to be true. And once it is, you can't really hit undo. Control Z. Hit the back button quickly. We both joined around the same time. Love is true. His beloved Betsy Lutz is now a part of the space too. The universe, in its own special way, gave us something in exchange for what we've lost. Getting to be friends to someone who had lost a friend as well. Allowing Lutz to have the support of us. Cheaps. And once it is, you can't undo it. Yeah, that's the painful thing. Once you love a person, once you let them into that place within you, you don't get to kick them out and take that love back. And we wouldn't have it any other way as well. I think that's what makes it valuable. Verifiable. Verify. How does one verify if you loved? Losing it makes you cry. Whew. What an experience being a person is. So full. Shockingly so sometimes. I appreciate you, friends. Thank you for joining me. Hendrick did love these flowers. And it goes without saying that I've been thinking about him this last while in making them. I'm sure you would have liked this one. And what the fuck magical thing love is. To be able to meet a person and feel happiness bubble up from within you like alchemy. That's the magic in this world. The love and happiness that we give. It's the magic that each and every single one of us carry. All right. That's why it's so important for us to live in a way that love is true. Ensure that people will miss us. Jeeps. It's like Vsauce's words is like echoing in my brain right now as well. Ghosts. Look at these little ghosts. These little entities in the corners. I'll read you, friend, what the poem had to say. This is like breaking my brain a little bit. The poem's title is We Carry Forward. Bro, is that a penis in the middle? Pepness. Could be. I don't know which kind of pepnesses you have been interacting with. Dear Sad. But if the pepness got hooky bits like that, you should run. You're copulating with an alien. We carry forward. Thank you. Thank you for the little break in my default mode networks. I don't know. Spanner put in gearbox. Joe laughing here as well. We carry forward. There are things we owe that no one ever asked for. Not in coin, not in confession, but in presence. Expected to become. We owe something to these bodies who kept breathing when we fought for a reason. We owe something to the hands that held us when we were all sharp corners and sleepless nights. To the voices that reminded us we were more than the stories we feared would come. We don't speak of it often. This quiet inheritance of love, of labor, of people who gave us pieces of themselves so that we might build what's next. And still, we try to measure worth in what we produce, what we finish, what we can prove. The most sacred debt is to the parts of ourselves that waited, patient, for us to be ready to return to them to believe in them again. Maybe we owe it to the child who once dreamed without flinching, to the friend who saw the light in us like we did, to the future already unfolding its arms for a hug. None of this is a burden. It's an invitation. To move forward, not in guilt, but in gratitude. To honor what shaped us, not with shame, but with choosing, again and again, to live as if love is what carried us all this way. If there is anything to repay, let it be this. To walk gently with what we've been given. To meet the world with open hands and minds. To leave behind something so inspired by good that someone else feels less alone for it. We move forward. Not in guilt, but in gratitude. I appreciate you, friends, so much. Whew. It's a tall order being a person. I'd love to say eulogy one day. You're a true friend, MeltMore. Better not die on me, Prairie Wolf. This is a no dying. This is a no dying space. We'll let Hendrick off the hook because he's very cool, but I'm not okay with it. This poem. Like, it's so wild, Joe. Like when I was writing it yesterday and I read it, I thought about Hendrick. And I thought about, the title being We Move Forward. And I thought about it in relation to this information we were made aware of. It's wild how these things align. I'm gonna I'm adding another little layer. You die twice. When your heart stops beating, and the last time someone says your name. Getting to honor Hendrik. His name has now been inscribed into the metadata of that poem, of that flower. This one is his. There is no separation. I appreciate you, friends. Thank you for joining me again. It's always a pleasure to share love, to remind ourselves how big of a difference we can make in each other's lives. Appreciate you. See you again soon. Tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody. Love you.